We live in very, very momentous times. Right in the midst of a global crisis, there was an industry that was thriving like never before. If you're tuned in to listen to this, it means that you're curious or perhaps looking for a solution during the midst of a global crisis. Perhaps it's a source of income that can help supplement or augment what you already have or earn at the moment. Or perhaps you're an investor who is always attentive to discover excellent opportunities that you can take advantage of, or tap into an industry that is doing extremely well despite whatever's going on the global platform. So if that's the case, then you are at the right place at the right time. And that is exactly how opportunities work. When you position yourself in good timing and do what is necessary from your side to kickstart the process and run with it, then you are in a very good position for a good payday. And so Virtual AVS is one of those input companies that is inviting us to an excellent opportunity, helping us to tap into the billions and trillions that go into the global distribution of the fastest moving consumer product and also other utilities that we'll be able to discuss in this presentation, hands down. The world is actually being exposed to a distinguished world-class airtime vending software, as it shows there in the definition that you see right in front of you. Virtual airtime vending software. So what does it do? What is it? This is an app that you can find on Google Play Store, and this is a business opportunity that will help us to be able to use an app from Play Store that will allow us to be able to tap into those trillions and trillions of dollars. We have many useful tutorial and explainer videos available on the website, official website, www.virtualavs.com. And these videos will be able to be interactive enough on media platforms that are online to allow you, even from the YouTube channel, to understand how you can earn money even while you sleep. Virtual AVS is one of those distinguished world-class airtime vending softwares that helps you to be able to understand a little bit more what you can do with your smartphone on this mobile app to make money from a very lucrative industries. We are all customers to this industry, and in this industry we get to understand more about how it performed exceptionally well compared to the majority of other industries despite the effects of a global pandemic. So as we move on with our discussion, we will also note that, as with many other startup or new organizations during its initial stages of growth and development, the journey is never easy, especially when dealing with sizable integration and expansion in business development. So, however, despite all that, we have been able to overcome some very interesting challenges that have built confidence in the future and potential of this business, especially in the industry that we're dealing with, giving us a very lovely experience that helps us to gain experience from what we're doing here and also continue to expand and share this a wonderful opportunity with others. So if you haven't yet found out about this, this is your chance to know more about, for example, our visible presence of the CEO and the marketing director as part of the team, professionals who have prioritized the growth of our business and with a background in the same industry, international exposure and experience, innovation, and technical and financial literacy. The list of credentials goes on. The aim is to ensure integration of over 300 service providers, as it shows there, in more than 100 countries. And we started in 2020. That is a major milestone, and perhaps you've never come across any other organization that has done that before, especially from a technological mobile phone space platform. And all the more reason why this is going to have a very massive impact in the communities where the business is going to be adopted globally. So you can find more information on the website, and just like with any other business tool, the value of a system. Whenever it is that you set up a system, you want to know how it works, right? And it lies also in the use of it. You might have a very fantastic way of making money, but perhaps when people they don't use it, unfortunately, When we don't make use of that kind of system, the value is lost. So the value of this particular business opportunity is in making use of the platform that we have. And that's the reason why we've invited you to listen into this. When you don't accomplish that, unfortunately, many people also don't get to realize the benefits of how this can change their lives for the better. Let me give you an example. Some estimates show that on an average, a person checks their mobile phone approximately 200 times in a day. Have you ever counted how many times you check your phone? Mobile phones have become an integral part of our lives. You leave the house without it. Some almost catch a heart attack thinking about how they'd survive a day without it. As often as we need to communicate, pay our bills, access the internet, whatever it is that we use our mobile phones for, most of the time we will find ourselves accessing such services from the mobile phone space. And that's why many businesses are adopting to this culture, to this increase of sales in the mobile phone space, connecting with their customers worldwide. We have mobile phone apps more and more being designed to be a customer's lifestyle companion, connecting them to services they need in a typical day, including shopping, restaurants, and food delivery, transport services, government services, and much more. And so that's what we're saying right here. We can turn those same habits, those typical daily and monthly expenses, into income, passive income. Your habits can now pay you extra income from the Virtual AVS platform. Yes, today we are learning how to turn cumulative daily and monthly expenses into passive income. Passive income is the type of money that you earn with little or no effort. On the other hand, active income, when you get a job, is dependent on what your direct and active involvement is every single day or every single month, for which you might get paid or you might not get paid. So with that in mind, let's define what virtual AVS is going to do for us. And of course, this gives you the ability to also understand what we get to monetize here. The fastest moving consumer product that we're talking about is airtime. Airtime being the fast moving consumer product that we're discussing here, it also includes data. For those in countries where data has been integrated on the system, they've been able to access it from the virtual AVS platform and get a commission for the very first time from it. So being a distinguished world-class airtime vending software, the design behind it allows people all over the world to make money from the telecommunications industry. Just how lucrative is this industry? Well, if you have a look at the statistics that you see here, telecom statistics or the industry information that is provided on the graph bars that you see there, by the end of 2021, wireless telecom services were expected to generate about 1 trillion US dollars. How many zeros are there in 1 trillion US dollars? Now, the most important fact is that if you look at what other industries were doing in terms of revenue, you can see from 2010 up to this year, 2022, 2021, as other industries were dropping in revenue growth, the global telecom services market size was actually valued at $2.01 trillion. Now, that's the reason why we say you are at the right place at the right time. Despite the pandemic and its effects, we love, we share, we empower. Those are the moral values that we have here at Virtual AVS, giving us the ability to tap into this trillions of dollars right there. Calculating how much that means in your currency allows you to see the profitability of your business in Virtual AVS, because you're dealing with something that everybody needs and wants from the mobile phone space. Now, based on sales volume, as you can see, this is where Virtual AVS has a footprint in Africa, Asia, and the Pacific and other areas. And despite it being a challenging ride, we've actually been able to get into so many countries. It's actually mind-boggling. Now, remember, we started in 2020. Now, have a look at this slide that shows you some of the regions where Virtual AVS has actually had a significant footprint set, allowing us to get access, especially to the fastest moving consumer product airtime. Countries like Kenya, countries like Jamaica, countries like Mali, Central African Republic, Cote d'Ivoire, Guinea-Conakry, Swaziland. You see Botswana right there, DRC Congo, 31 countries so far, giving us the ability to be able to access the same product we buy every day, airtime, right? And of course, we'll talk about the other things available like data and utilities, where we can be able to again pay for the same commodities or services and get a commission from it, and not just from what you're using, but also you'll get to see that also from what other people are doing around the world. And we're talking about over 5.2 billion people. This is about 80% of the world's population who always get access to this particular commodity called airtime, fast moving consumer product. So as you can see, the market share is quite big. Virtual AVS provides a platform where over 5.2 billion consumers around the world can convert their daily or monthly expenses into a sustainable and dependable passive income coming into their wallets, transforming their lives and the lives of many in their communities, creating a once in a lifetime incomparable opportunity to join the dining table that was literally almost inaccessible for the common citizens in such countries. That's a very important fact to note. So, how do we get started? What do we do? Download the Virtual AVS app from Google Play Store. Go ahead and purchase your business license to get started. Similar to when you are opening up a shop, now you can do it virtually. You don't have to have a physical address. You can have your physical address on your mobile phone. Get your license. Start loading airtime using the Virtual AVS app so that you can get your very first commission from the Virtual AVS platform, from airtime commission when it's available in your country. And of course, right now we've talked about over 30 countries coverage. The target is 100 countries. So you can see and just grasp an idea of just how big this is going to be. And of course, if you want to earn more, apart from the first three streams of income available to anybody who purchases their business license, you can earn more from passive income. Number four, it says upgrade your business account with 75 US dollars to be able to earn from passive income or bulk airtime commission. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we continue. And of course, number five, because you're excited about this. Remember the moral values that we go by here. We love, we share, we empower. So show that love, show that sharing, show that empowering nature of you. Go ahead and recommend this to as many people as possible, whether they're your friends, your relatives, your strangers, really doesn't matter. Continue to earn huge profits from the network marketing model that we have here. So this is how the app looks like once you do those 5 steps right there. You can be able to earn passive income by also using your mobile number as the unique referral link that allows you to be able to register any partner from any country that you've seen in our previous slides. And of course, as we expand globally, this allows you to actually register people from anywhere in the world. And as you can see here, from the network marketing model, what it allows you to do is basically get started with the business yourself. Take action, register your business license right there, start using it. And when you start recommending partners, one of the methods that we've seen has been very successful is perhaps maybe you've recommended 3 business partners. And from these 3 business partners, perhaps they know 3 others that not even perhaps, actually incredibly so, they know others who actually want to make money despite the global pandemic that has hit many people, and some have even lost jobs. So now they can use a system to be able to open up their shops in the fastest moving consumer product industry, right? The telecom industry. And once they do that, let's give you an example. Actually, you can be able to decide whether you want to register more than 3 business partners. But using this 3x3 model, we want to explain to you how the money works, right? Normally, when you have a global business that is dealing with $1 trillion industry, you really don't have to have many stories to tell. Basically, you just get down to the math. How does it work? How much money am I going to make? So let me use an example of you, who perhaps maybe has a total expense of about 40 US dollars for airtime. Actually, like in the country where I am right now, people are spending more than that on airtime expenses, right? I personally am spending more than that myself. But let's say you're given a monthly expense of about 40 US dollars. So that means for the first $20, Virtual AVS will allow you to be able to earn 0.5% of that. Anything you spend above $20 for a given month, you're going to be earning it at 5% ratio. So what changed? What changed is that now you have a higher percentage of cash back into your wallet. You're doing 10 times more than what you were earning for your first $20. Okay, so that's the generous compensation plan that we're discussing here with Virtual AVS. Now, from utility expenses, this is available for somebody who's purchased their business license. They'll be able to earn from these three streams of income. We'll talk about them as we continue. Let's say, for example, from utilities, utilities are things like water, electricity, and things like that. So let's say you're paying for your cable TV, for example. You have all these expenses and you bought your utility float at about $100 so that you can cater for these expenses. That means you'll be earning 0.04% of that every single month, right? Depending on how much your expenses are. Now, remember you spoke to perhaps Kevin right there, and Kevin, when he uses your mobile number, perhaps to register his account, for example, he will fall on your generation one, level one, as it might be known by other people who understand how network marketing works. So Kevin spends about 30 US dollars, for example, for his airtime expense. He'll be earning about 0.08 of a dollar. That's actually for the first $20 because you're earning it at 0.4%. Okay, the next $10, he himself will get his own 5%, just like you are, right? And from utility expenses, you will be earning at a 0.04 ratio. So the same thing happens with Jane. And of course, if you're adding all three up, let's say, for example, they've also upgraded their business accounts, you will be earning the $0.55 coming in from bulk airtime commission times three people, that's 1.65, utilities three times the 0.04%, which comes to about 0.12 of a dollar. And of course, from airtime commission, the $0.08 times three coming to about 0.24. So that's just monthly coming in as revenue from airtime commission, utility commission, and bulk airtime commission, passive income, and license commission, of course, because on level one, you get paid $10 per person from the license commission, and you get that as $30 for the three. So as we continue, you'll see what that looks like as we move on to slide number, I think the next three slides will be able to help you to be able to understand what that looks like in terms of automated revenue, money that you can earn even without you having to run an airtime shop or sell airtime, or even running a physical address shop where you can deal with this kind of utilities, okay? So compensation plan number one for people who have bought their license, it means for you personally, when you buy your license, of course, there's no commission from that because you're starting your business, but from airtime commission, you get 0.5% like we said. And of course, as it continues, anything above 20 US dollars, you will be earning at 5%. What a generous compensation plan for anybody who has been using airtime from the moment you bought your phone. You've never received a commission perhaps, and this is the first time now you can be able to earn money from the same expense. And of course, from utility commission, which is coming from the float that you buy, you'll be getting 0.04%. So that continues all the way down, of course, as you're earning from your business partners. When they buy their license, of course, you'll be earning $10 per business partner, as you can see here. And of course, from airtime commission, you'll be getting 0.4% all the way down to level 15. And of course, for utility commission, you'll be getting 0.04 of a dollar for what they are spending to pay for their expenses, cable TV, utilities of maybe electricity, or even water or insurance. You'll see more as we continue. And of course, on level two, like we said, for license commission, that basically means you'll be earning $4 per business partner. And for level 3 to 10, you'll be earning $2 per business partner. Level 11 to 15, you will be earning $1 per business partner. So this license commission is paid when somebody purchases their business license. And when they decide to renew it after 2 years, you will be able to also earn from their own expense, of course, of renewing their business license. And personally, for your renewal, you also don't earn any money from that, but you will be earning from the renewal that comes from your business partners from level 1 to level 15. The license expires after 2 years for each person. So this is available, like we said, for somebody who's purchased their business license at 69 US dollars. But if you decide that you want more, a fourth stream of income, let's talk about what Virtual AVS is doing for you. as a business partner who's upgraded the business account. So remember, we said we actually upgrade our accounts with 75 US dollars. So you will get a percentage shared back to you from the corporate business that comes from their distribution of bulk airtime, bulk SMS, bulk data, right? There are companies or organizations that buy SMSs in bulk, like supermarkets, to do advertising. So you can be able to invest in what Virtual AVS is doing in their corporate business. They already have clients that they sell this to. So how do you do that? You upgrade your business account and you sit back and enjoy the commissions that will be coming in for the next 5 years. Yes, you heard that right. 5 years of commissions every single month. And how do they look like? Well, let's take a look at the compensation plan for anybody who upgrades their business account. From bulk airtime commission, of course, you will be buying your license. You'll be upgrading your account at 75 US dollars. So whoever upgrades their account at 75 US dollars, the first $20 goes into taxes, right? Virtual AVS pays their taxes. It also shows you the legitimacy of the business. So what remains from 75 minus 20 is 55 US dollars. So that we can call it like your investment fund. So you decide that you want to invest that 55 US dollars by upgrading your business account. So from your bulk airtime commission on level 1 to 10, let's talk about your individual commission first. Whoever it is that upgrades your business account, you will be receiving 1% of that 55 US dollars. So that comes to 0.55 of a dollar. Now, from anybody on your team who upgrades their business account from level 1 to 10, you will be receiving the 1% again. In addition, remember, you didn't upgrade their account. They upgraded it for themselves. And of course, this compensation plan works across the board. So the same thing will be happening when they register other business partners as well who upgraded the business accounts. 1 to 10, you get 1% of the 55 US dollars. 11 to 14th level, you will be receiving 0.4% of the $55, which comes to $0.22. Okay, so it's 0.4% for each person on level 11 to 14 who upgrades their business account. You will receive those commissions every single month, in addition to what you're receiving on level 1 to 10 and yours. And of course, if you have business partners all the way down to level 15, you will also be able to receive. Again, it comes back to 1% of the 55 US dollars. Now that makes a huge difference, especially when you do the math. And let's do the math together as we move on to the next slide to allow us to be able to see just how lucrative is this compensation plan looking like, okay? So if you have a look at what you see here, it allows you to see what you earn in a scenario where perhaps you've started with 3 business partners and perhaps they've decided also to register 3 business partners as well, right? So that basically is the kind of increment that we're going to be looking at when we calculate our compensation plan here. We needed to have a number that we can use. So we decided let's use number 3, okay? So in generation 1, you've registered 3 business partners, okay? So you're earning $10 per business partner. So that means you will be earning 30 US dollars when they register their accounts and buy their license. After 2 years when they renew, of course, that means the $30 comes back again into your account, right? Now, for level 2, for license commission, you were getting $4 per business partner. So that means you will be earning $4 times the 9 people that you see there on your team. And that means you'll be earning a $36 reward from license commission. So it just goes all the way down, like we said, on level 15, and we'll have a look at that. I just wanted to show you how the math looks like. Now, after 2 years, of course, when they renew their licenses, you will receive this commission again. Total airtime commission, again, remember we said we were working with a scenario where perhaps people in that particular team are spending nothing less than $20. So if we actually calculate the expense of the average person in a country like one of the countries in Africa, you can pick an example. Not many people actually, about 80% of the population is spending money across and above 20 US dollars for airtime. So if you work with that scenario, that means you will be receiving every single month for the first $20 on your team, you get the 0.08 of a dollar. So that means if there are 3 people on your first generation there, so that means you're getting the 0.08 times 3, which is 0.24 of a dollar. So the same system that has paid you the 0.24 of a dollar can pay you again on level 8, the 524.88 of a dollar. in addition to what you're getting on generation 7, in addition to what you're getting on generation 6, in addition to what you're getting on generation 5. Need I go on? Let's go to total bulk or passive commission that's coming in every single month on the 15th, like we said, for upgraded business accounts. Now, if you were earning 0.55 of a dollar yourself every single month, remember your team members on generation 1, the 3 of them have also upgraded the business accounts, meaning you will be receiving 0.55 of a dollar times 3 people every single month for the next 5 years, which comes to 1.65 of a dollar. Again, if that's the case on your generation 1, what do you think you're going to be looking at on generation 15, right? In addition to what you're having on generation 1, the money continues to increase as the people downloading the app continues to increase from one country to another. So your passive income is growing fatter and fatter each month. Now, I don't know if that particular job that you hold right now or any other type of business that you're doing can guarantee you passive income similar to what this distinguished world-class airtime vending software can. Let's talk about utility float commission that comes in also very actively every single month. Now, the reason why this is instant commission, especially for airtime commission and license commission and utility commission, it's because the moment the transaction goes through from the side of the person purchasing the service, that means it's actively coming into your wallet. So you don't have to wait for the next day or the next month. Money comes in instantly, especially for license commission and airtime commission and utility float commission. Bulk passive income is the one that we wait for on the 15th of every month, usually the time that many people are broke. So for utility float commission, you're earning 0.04% of every person spending money for utility float. So we're working with a scenario where perhaps nobody here on this team has spent less than $100 for their utility float because they're paying for their expenses. Remember the expenses we talked about. We talked about expenses when it comes to electricity. We talked about water. We talked about insurance. And we'll talk about more when we see the flyer that actually was used for the introduction of this utility float commission in February of this year. So let's look at what the numbers look like as you understand all the way down to level 15. As you see here, this commission stream allows you to be able to earn until level 15. Allow me to be able to share that slide once again. On level 15, you are earning, as you can see there, down to where you have about 21 million business partners. Look at the grand totals when you use the 3x3 model. So from license commission, you have 21 million US dollars that has come in at the bottom right there total. And remember, when they renew their licenses, that comes back again after 2 years. And of course, nobody is buying the license at the same time. So your people are buying licenses every day or perhaps every month. And as people continue to download the app, of course, you're getting more in license commission. Airtime float commission per month, this particular business partner on level 15 is earning about $1.7 million just from airtime expenses, not just from his, but also from others. Of course, for bulk passive income coming in every month, you're looking at about 9.4 million US dollars coming in every month. Now, I don't know if there's anybody who's watching this right now who actually earns that much, but this particular business opportunity has given you the ability to get sustainable passive income of 9.4 million US dollars every single month. And of course, for utility commission, it's coming in as 860,000 US dollars every single month for expenditures that have not limited themselves to below 100 US dollars case scenario. Okay, so you can use these numbers basically to do your own projections. Let's look at the recap of the success steps at Virtual AVS. Like we said, go ahead and download the app and continue to the point of buy services where you can purchase your business license. And of course, begin to recommend this to as many people as possible. Use the app for what it's meant for, which is loading airtime or your utilities float, or basically upgrading so that you can get access, again, number 4 right there, to bulk airtime commission. Now, this is how you get to sign up. Go ahead and download the app. And of course, the first thing you'll put is your username. It can be your business name, what you want to call this business, or any other nickname you want to use. It's up to you. First and last name are what you fill in as next. And of course, go ahead and select your country. Pretty easy, as you can see there with your region. When it comes to your number, the very first number that you enter there is the mobile number that you want to use to activate your business account here. So you can use a mobile number that perhaps you use every day. And of course, enter it without the country prefix. Choose the flag. That is what will stand for the country code. And of course, select your email address. Please make sure that you enter an email address that you have access to, because you will need to enter a verification code to complete this. So please make sure the email address is correct. Be very careful. And of course, the next number that follows is the upline number that connects us to the person who recommended this business to you. Enter it with the same fashion that you've entered yours, without the country code. And of course, select the right flag of the country that person is coming from. Enter your password. This is going to be the virtual AVS password that you want to be using for this account that you're registering here. So you can decide for a password that you can remember and easily access your virtual AVS account. Click on sign up. First thing that you will see is this customer account. This customer account allows you to be able to use it for services like buying airtime, but you will not be able to access any commissions. But if you decide to use the buy services option right there and click on buy own license, you will be able to activate the middle account that you see there, which is a licensed business account. If you decide to upgrade your business account, you will receive what is called an upgraded business account, which will be earning from all 4 streams of income we've discussed in the previous slides. So we encourage you to do that so that you can be able to get access to all the services available in this distinguished world-class airtime vending software, and you can be able to earn commissions from everywhere you go in the world, despite whether it's coming from your use or the use of the people connected on your sales force, on your team. So if we look at what is coming into the wallet, we want to see how the wallet looks like. This is the money part. So we're getting to the interesting part. Let's have a look at what comes in. We are talking about utility commission coming in. The goal of this business is to make sure that at one point in time, just like what is happening to me right now, is that your expenses are turned into income. So Virtual AVS can actually eliminate these expenses from your life completely. Never again will you be able to pay for perhaps maybe your electricity bill or your airtime from your pocket. The virtual AVS commissions that you're getting, which you see, for example, from utility commission, license commission, airtime commission, bulk passive income coming in, you can be able to use that money to now purchase your utility float, right? So that you can pay for your expenses. Those commissions can also be able to be sent from one recipient or anybody who has the virtual AVS app, peer-to-peer recipient. For those who've been able to understand how money works, from the digital platform, we can move money without having to access it physically. So peer-to-peer recipient virtual AVS wallet is free of charge from one virtual AVS wallet to another virtual AVS wallet. The person can withdraw it from their country using either mobile money, if it's available there, using bank withdrawal, or USDT, which basically signifies cryptocurrency. Speaking of which, anybody who chooses to withdraw their money, the minimum for mobile money, we'll have a video that will be able to explain more about that on the official website. The minimum is 10 US dollars for mobile money. Withdrawal via bank, the minimum is 20 US dollars. You must have at least 20 US dollars on your virtual AVS account. And of course, for cryptocurrency, which is via USDT, you must have a minimum of about 23 US dollars on your virtual AVS account. So as we come to a conclusion of this video, we basically are helping you to be able to understand that during the time when many people were affected by a very big global crisis, it wasn't the best of timings, but it was the best of timings when it comes to opportunity, because we love here and we share opportunities that will be able to empower as many people as possible. Greed creates poverty, hunger, and hate, but sharing creates wealth and happiness. So who do you want to empower? Who is it that you want to notice this opportunity? Because when we empower them, we have moved from tools to knowledge to confidence. You have money in your pocket, you're happy, and the value of the system, it lies in the use of it. That's the reason why we want you to make use of this, so that you can be able to tap into the trillions that come in to these industry, very lucrative industry that we are all customers to. So here is the breaking news that we've received. In the month of 2022 February, we were able to receive very good news from our CEO, Daisy Sheriff, and the marketing team right there. They told us about what will be made available: electricity, cable, TV, insurance services in various markets. This is what has been facilitated using the Virtual AVS powerful, distinguished world-class airtime vending software. This allows us to be able to see a very good opportunity to make money from our expenses, whatever it is that you've been spending in these particular utilities. Now you can earn money from it. And of course, the roadmap is that the organization wants to make sure by the time we get to 2025, we will be the largest global service network, Virtual AVS. And of course, this year we'll have a fantastic moment to have the main launch of the services that we have here. So fantastic opportunity that we have here, 100 million distributors to come. And as we said, more is going to be discovered as we continue to share this opportunity with as many people as possible globally. So take action today. If you want to learn more about this, of course, we do have sessions that we can be able to share with you for every single week on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Wednesdays, Saturdays. Join our Zoom sessions. Of course, come to the physical office if the franchise office has already been opened in your country. I want to thank you so much for listening in and for watching this. I'd like to invite you once again to join us in any of those days. And of course, another presenter will be able to share this opportunity with you. My name is Coach Paul.